We always think there's more to do, more work to be done on ourselves. That's the whole way that this self-improvement industry functions. There's always another milestone to achieve. There's always more work to be done. It's a kind of perfection seeking, actually. And it's not necessary. It's not necessary to make yourself into a project. This is what we do. We make our entire life, our entire identity into a project. We're going to become someone eventually. Even if it's from a very good place of getting into the visualization, the feeling of already having arrived, that kind of Neville Goddard type of way of looking at life, that can subtly become a project mentality. And this is to be fundamentally at odds with yourself. It's always somewhere out there in the future that we will finally arrive. And that says that we are not enough right now. We are not enough. We are broken. We are a project. We need to be fixed. And this is not true. We are not a project. We do not need to be fixed. What if you are already enough today? And that doesn't mean that there's things in your life that you aren't working on or doing your best to improve. But it's from a slightly different stance. It's from a nuanced stance, from a nuanced point of view. I used to think a lot about my life as a project. There's always another place to be. And to be honest, I still do this from an automatic, unconscious place sometimes. I have to keep checking myself because that means I'm going to miss everything that's right here. I'm going to make it not enough. Myself now is not enough. There's this future me that will be better if I can just get to him. If I can just do all the tasks in the project list. If I can just manage my entire life like a project. Eventually, someday, I will arrive at this future me that is better. And this just makes for a shitty life. This just sucks. It sucks all the life and the juice out of it. It just makes it tense. It makes it no fun. Because anything that is in your life currently that's good, you are going to be like, yeah, but it's not actually good enough. It's not actually as good as it could be. Meanwhile, death is all around, and today could be your last day. Tomorrow could be your last day. Death is here. Death is real. The idea of death and sitting with death, being close to death and enjoying contemplating death is actually one of the ways to get out of this my life is a project mentality. That there's more work to be done. This phrase, I hear it a lot. Like there's so much more work to be done. There's so much, people talk about their successes in certain areas, but they always caveat it with, but there's still so much more to do. And I'm just tired of that. Like, what if there's not? What if that entire mentality is just unnecessary? It's like shame. It's a form of shame. Shame is unnecessary. We all have shame. It comes up automatically. I believe it comes up as a defense mechanism, which is similar to this project mentality. Because to view yourself as a project, as somebody who is on the way, is going to be complete eventually down the road at some future time, there is a sense of subtle self-abandonment and shame in that. And that is a defense mechanism between you and you. Between just your open-hearted beingness with this moment right now. It's a defense. It's like a last gripping of control. It's subtle. It's tough because I want to be who I visualize myself to be. I have a vision. I have a sense of where I want to go. I have an ideal. It's fun. It's fun to have that. It's fun to imagine who you could be, who you could become, what could happen. But it can quickly become not that fun. It can subtly start to become a burden. and suck all the life and the juice and the aliveness out of exactly where you are right now, because I guarantee that there is something you are probably neglecting right now because of this project mentality, because of this subtle shame and control mechanism. And again, it's not something to shame yourself about if you feel that, because I feel that too. I'm speaking from experience, but it's just not necessary. You can understand the man you are becoming. You can understand the person who you would most like to be, who you would most like to have the experience of being. You can visualize and play with a reality where you are fully proud and excited about being you. But you have to hold it lightly and enjoy it. And as far as your activities day to day now, if they're on the way to that, ostensibly or in some circuitous way, you have to remain like open hand, open palm about it. And to do that requires looking at yourself as you are now, not as that ideal person somewhere off in the future, as you are now, and saying, cool, I'm here today. What if I'm enough today? What if today is enough? What if whatever I am doing today is good? What if I am here right now in this moment, exactly where I need to be? That's a kind of faith, but it's also a relief. When you feel that shame, when you feel that gripping, which is coming from, I'm a project, eventually I will be enough. When you feel that, there's only one thing to do, which isn't really a doing, it's just to like, but what if I just let that go? Like when shame comes up at all, what if I just fall through it, the floor of it? Then what happens? If I just, right? Nothing to do, nothing to prove, nothing to be. So just watch out for this project mentality. It's a thing that we all do as guys. There's always more work to be done. Yes, there's always more work to be done, I guess. But maybe it's not work. What if it's exploration? What if it's experimentation? What if it's play? What if it's expansion? Does it need to be work? Does it need to be this heavy burden? Right? This trauma culture? Believe me, I've seen a lot of trauma. I don't deny it. I have seen the effects, especially on the nervous system. But the identity that forms around it is the real issue, not the trauma. The identity. The trauma, as far as the nervous system is concerned, can be released over time through tools and interventions, and especially through co-regulation with other people who care about you. But it's the identity that is the real issue. To say I am a person who is working on my trauma, or working on my wounds, or working on my issues, or working on my things, I'm working on it. I am a work in progress. I am working on it. No, you're not. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be working on it. You see, you can work on it. A different way of saying it would be, you can engage in it. You can show up for what life is bringing to you. Oh, life is bringing me that being more aware of a certain thing and releasing it is just what's in the Tao right now. It's just what's here for me to do. But I'm not working on it. I'm just in my life. I'm just in my life right now, enjoying it. Enjoying being molded and shaped. Enjoying shriving away, releasing. But not for some eventual project completion date, some milestone. Because it just, you never get there, actually. And what I don't want you to do is end up on your deathbed, which could be tomorrow, could be way sooner than you think, having been like, yeah, I'll get there eventually. I'm a work in progress. I'm a project. Because you're going to regret that. You're going to feel like you spent a lot of time in the idealized future rather than just enjoying being in your life with the people and places and blessings and things that were right there for you to be with and enjoy, rather than escape from or defend against with this project control mentality. So just, if you can,